Alright boys, what is good? So we're back with another live trade, and today we are on NASDAQ. I have already entered this position, but this is just looking extremely clean. So I wanted to break this down, explain exactly where I got my entry because it was actually really clean, but we did end up retracing a little bit here, so I thought I'd turn on the camera because we are basically at entry. Yeah, this is moving, well, it's not moving great, but like it's, you know, we had a very nice first candle. And I think a trade like this would have a good maybe 80% win rate, even targeting 1 to 4s. So we'll see if this wins or loses. I'll give a little breakdown on exactly why I was looking to take this. But of course, this was sent to the group before it happened, exactly when I was watching it and exactly when I entered. You can see that makes sense for when the flip of this candle was. I do this with every single trade. Everybody knows what trades I'm taking. But let's start off by breaking down the setup. Now, it does look like we're actually coming down quite a bit here, but I'm assuming this ends up in a bit of a bottom wick or the next candle just shoots up. Genuinely, I know it looks like it's about to lose, but this happens, and this is why you don't just close at break even, because I'm pretty confident that this trade will see some kind of rejections. But you can see that we did create some kind of bearish movement at this point, but you can see exactly where this stopped, which is right here. We never broke past this low. Sorry, I just had an alarm go off on my phone for some reason. But after this point, we then broke a high to the left here. We failed at this low, almost double bottoming, and then came up with very bullish market structure and never broke another low. In fact, the only low we broke this entire time was this small swing low to come to our zone. And if you don't know of my strategy, that is what we need for a setup to be valid. We need a supply or demand zone with a level of liquidity in front of it. So this is just like very obviously telling us that this is an extremely purposeful zone. It's giving us lots of bullish confirmation, showing us that we're in the right direction, and then taking out the level of liquidity that it needs to fully commit in actually going bullish. I don't really like this wick up here, but we could still retest the zone, and I guess we'll see what happens with that. I'm not worried about it. If this does end up losing, that is completely fine. Some people ask me about why I don't get like stressed or anything when a trade looks like it's losing, and it's because I risk appropriately. You see a lot of like big traders, I won't mention who, but they'll just like absolutely freak out when a trade looks like it's gonna lose, just stressing out about how unlucky they are or something. But like, if you risk appropriately, it's not an issue because it is a completely expected outcome, and as long as you've risked right, then your next trade will just be bigger than it. So yeah, this is completely fine if it loses, but I'm still pretty confident in it, to be honest, believe it or not. But yeah, in terms of the setup itself, we moved up very quickly from this point onwards, so lots of investors will just be missing out on this original price. So when price comes back to it, they'll buy. But after that, we created a level of liquidity in front of our zone, followed by a break of structure, and then came to our zone. That is literally all we're looking for. This kind of pattern right here is literally all we're looking for in every one of our setups. Demand zone forms by a big push up, level of liquidity, and a break of structure. And it's pretty funny how purposely markets move for these zones. Like, once again, we broke not a single low this entire time except for the low of liquidity to actually come to our zone. Like, the markets genuinely move off of these areas, and it looks like we might actually be retesting from this zone. Okay, we're not quite retesting, we didn't tap it, but we're still retesting from the overall area. And this is what I meant by saying I'm still pretty confident in this trade. So many people would have panic closed at break even at this point, or I mean somewhere down here, and just taken half of a loss, and they're probably going to miss out on a big 1 to 4 on this trade. So it's not ideal. But yeah, in terms of entry, we tapped this zone at 8:30. And if you don't know, on new high time frame candles, which is like new 30-minute candles, new 1 hour candles, it gives us an opportunity to take a flip entry. So usually we'll just take our entries on the close of a candle. So once we tap a demand zone, we want it to be a bullish close. If we tap a supply zone, then we want it to be a bearish close. But in the case of a new high time frame candle, what we'll sometimes do is create a bottom wick before we create a top wick. So what we're doing there is just filling in all the buy orders from the downside before actually continuing up. So only on a new 30-minute or 1 hour candle, if we enter our zone and then flip, you can take an early entry. And you can see in this case, this was absolutely amazing for us, and it actually over doubled our risk to reward. And I didn't even get the perfect entry. It should have been somewhere down here, but still it was very good execution. This is just where the candle came up to straight away. And then yeah, as for TP, we're just looking for a clean 1 to 4, basically at these highs over here. You can see we did drop quite a lot beforehand, so we do have potential to go up quite a bit. And yeah, this is looking really nice. We did take a 1 to 3 as our last trade. Yeah, this trade was on Friday, so hopefully we can start a little win streak here. If we don't, then it doesn't matter, because once again, we are taking 1 to 3s and 1 to 4s minimum. So getting a win streak in the first place is just ridiculous. Like, if this trade wins, then we're going to be 7% up in 2 days. But you can see this was the exact same premise. Once again, we came down, forming a supply zone right here, created a level of liquidity, any break of structure, and then came out to our zone. And if we just move this to the side over here, you can see it creates the exact same pattern, and this is what we're looking for every single setup. But yeah, whilst we watch this trade, which, wow, what a beautiful flip right there. People have been killing it in the VIP group. Even new members that have just been in the group for like a month or even a few weeks have been passing challenges like crazy, getting payouts, and overall just winning a whole lot. So if you do want to join that, I do. Wow, yeah, what happened here? Okay, there is a lot of volume that's coming in. That's a bit concerning because I do not know what that's from. Yeah, I'm not really sure where that comes from. This is the only thing that worries me about my trades, to be honest. Like, I'm so confident in the actual setups themselves and my entries and my execution. It's just like when random bullshit happens, because every trader's got to deal with this, but that is just like completely luck based if you just get stopped out to some random news. And I do not know where this volume's coming from. So I guess we just kind of have to pray that we don't get unlucky here, but don't think that's our thing. We're not lucky traders over here. We're just pure discipline and a good strategy. But yeah, we can't really alter whatever Trump says on Twitter. I'd be happy if it closes neutrally here. That is completely fine with me. Or closing like this works even better. But yeah, we're doing coaching calls every week. You can see all my back test results. There's your own journal template, which I'm reviewing every week. We had a pretty long coaching call yesterday, just going through everyone's journals. But yeah, it's been really good in there. People are genuinely killing it. And I think just about everybody took the setup because it's quite a no-brainer. Yeah, I'm not sure what that volume was about. It's not like a crazy news candle or anything, but it's definitely not a normal candle. But it looks like it's actually done pretty well for us in the end. Yeah, it was also very indecisive. Like, that was not like one way at all. Well, what a beautiful close. We do not complain about that. Fucking hell, I basically missed the whole trade. This is looking beautiful. Bro, I pretty much made thousands clicking like 3 buttons and then going to have a shower. Life is crazy. Has the 1 to 3 already hit? Not quite. Well, I'm going to target the 1 to 4 anyway. Just letting the group know where I'm targeting. And holy shit, what a beautiful, beautiful trade. Yeah, I do love to set and forget, you know. Like, I can just walk away and be completely okay with, you know, whether I come back to a win, a loss, or just it's still running. Once again, any result is expected. Like, I'm completely fine with absolutely anything that happens. If you're not okay with a result that could happen, then you're clearly not risking appropriately, or you're not psychologically there yet, and that is okay. We have work to do. If you guys do want more psychology talks, then do let me know in the comments, or just any other type of videos. If there's any technicals you need working on, you need help with, then do let me know. Obviously, we do break down this stuff literally 3 times a week in the group, so there is plenty of information to go through in there. But wow, man, 2K up so far, and this is looking really, really nice. What do you guys think about the day in the life video, by the way? I'm literally uploading it today, so this will be uploaded probably a little bit later. But that was quite enjoyable to record, to be fair, so yeah, do let me know. And I guess we're just kind of waiting for this trade to finish up at this point. Looks like most other people have hit a 1 to 3, and I think a lot of people are just taking it there, which is very fair. 1 to 3 is not a bad risk reward in the slightest. Looks like something similar happened on this candle to this candle, because they look identical. Oh my god, wait. These 2 candles look literally the exact same, no? They're actually just printing out the same candles. They forgot they can't do it, you know, twice in a row. Alright, Naz, you got this shit. Just a little bit more, mate. Come on. And it looks like there's not really much else on the markets today as well. So I think we're just going to be taking this and then chilling for the day, which is... it's beautiful. New 30-minute candle here, and look at this. We're creating a bottom wick before we've created a top wick. So that means we're just filling in the orders down here. Anybody that put, you know, buy limits down here, it's going to fuel momentum upwards, and then we hit TP on this candle. Boom. What did I say? Although we haven't hit TP on this candle. The hit TP on this candle thing was kind of optional. Oh, no, it wasn't. Never mind. I'm lying. It's going straight for it. Yeah, I'm not surprised it's actually come back down after making the top wick. But it's actually crazy how predictable, like, just a single candle's formation can be. just based on one movement. Like, fuck predicting a whole move. You can literally just predict it candle by candle at this point. I swear it's just like the same thing over and over again. Maybe I've been in the markets too long at this point. It's been years. So glad I got on this shit early. I just realized I'm actually targeting based on my entry rather than the proper entry. I also should have hit TP by now because we should be doing it based off this entry. So realistically, could close here. Yeah, which I might as well. Okay, yeah, we'll just close there because that is the actual proper entry. If you don't know, basically, wherever your entry is, you should target it based off, you know, the correct entry rather than your execution, you know, mishaps or spread that was involved, just because that is what you would do in backtesting. You wouldn't backtest with your entry up here, you would backtest it with it here. So that's what we know actually works. So I'm just going to be, you know, smart and do the correct thing. Kind of forgot that I wasn't doing that until just then, but yeah, this is an amazing trade. Anyway, this was a 1 to 4. I mean, on my entry, it's probably about a 1 to 3.8 or something. And yeah, this is a fucking beautiful trade. I called it from the start. This type of trade would have like a ridiculously good win rate, even targeting a 1 to 4. Just with this 30-minute flip entry, I just knew it off the rip. This was just an amazing trade. I know my setups, I know my markets. It's just how they move at this point. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you got some value from this. Like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, and I'll get back to you. And yeah, that'll be the end of this one. Peace.